Chapter 35. The Queen in Chains. Alturia's Sanctuary. Fallen Crystal Chamber. The once sacred healing chamber had become a desecrated tomb. Shattered fragments of luminous crystal littered the floor like broken stars, their inner light flickering weakly before dying. Shadows clung to every corner, thick and oily, fed by the dark magic that now ruled the sanctuary. In the center of the ruin, Illyria, goddess of love and creation, hung suspended in agony. Heavy chains of black and crimson magic coiled around her wrists, ankles, and throat like living serpents. They pulsed rhythmically, greedily drinking her divine essence with every beat of her heart. Golden blood trickled from the wounds where the chains bit deepest, hissing as it struck the cold stone below. Zarek stood before her, arms crossed, a cruel smile playing across his sharp features. At his right hand, Kale remained deathly still. His once warm eyes were now fully crimson, black veins crawling across his neck and jaw like roots of corruption. The young man stared at nothing, a silent shadow bound to his cousin's will. "Magnificent," Zarek murmured, stepping closer. He traced a finger along one of the chains, deliberately pressing it deeper into Illyria's wrist. Fresh golden blood welled up and spilled. The goddess of love and creation, reduced to this. "Tell me, dear aunt, how does it feel to be so utterly powerless?" Illyria slowly lifted her head, her golden hair matted with sweat and blood, its usual radiant shine reduced to a dull, lifeless gleam. Her green eyes, though clouded with excruciating pain, still held a spark of defiance as they fixed on her son. "Kale," she whispered, her voice hoarse and trembling. "My sweet boy, I know you're still in there. Please, fight it. This isn't you. Come back to me." For the briefest moment, something fractured behind Kale's crimson gaze, a flash of raw pain, of recognition of the boy who once laughed in sunlit gardens. His hands clenched into fists at his sides, knuckles white. Zarek noticed immediately and let out a soft, mocking laugh. "Oh, how touching. She still believes she can save you with motherly love." He turned back to Illyria, eyes gleaming with malice. "You should be proud, Aunt. Your son finally made a real choice. He chose power. He chose family. He chose me." He gestured sharply. Two red wizards stepped forward from the shadows, carrying a crown forged of blackened mithril and stolen starlight. The artifact writhed with dark energy, hungry and malevolent. With this, Zarek continued, lifting the crown high so Illyria could see every cruel detail. "We will finish draining what remains of your precious divine essence. Every last drop of your light will feed us. Then we'll send your broken, empty body back to Azoth as a message he will never forget." Illyria closed her eyes, golden tears slipping down her dirt-streaked cheeks. "You will never break me completely," she said, her voice weak but steady, carrying the quiet strength of centuries. "Love does not break the way you think it does, Zarek. It endures. It survives even this." Zarek leaned in close, his breath cold and foul against her ear. "We'll see about that." He placed the crown upon her head. The chains flared violently, glowing with savage red light. Illyria threw her head back and screamed, a sound of pure, soul-rending agony that echoed through the chamber. Streams of golden essence tore from her body, flowing into the crown and surging directly into Kale. Kale gasped sharply, staggering as the stolen power flooded his veins. His body glowed with dark golden energy. The black veins pulsed and spread further across his skin. "Mother," he choked out, voice cracking with momentary horror as clarity returned for a heartbeat. He took one involuntary step toward her before Zarek's hand clamped down hard on his shoulder. "Easy, cousin," Zarek purred. "Feel it. That power is yours now. This is what true strength feels like." Kale's crimson eyes darkened again. When he straightened, his expression had hardened into something cold and distant. Zarek smiled with deep satisfaction. "Welcome to the real family, cousin." Elion the Grand Hall. Far away in the Silver City, Azoth suddenly dropped to one knee, clutching his chest as though a blade had been driven through his heart. He felt it all, the crown's activation. Illyrius screamed, tearing through their soul bond like shattered glass. The heart of creation floating high above the city cracked audibly, sending fresh fractures spiderwebbing across its surface. Golden rain began to fall once more, heavier this time, pattering against marble and crystal like morning tears. Lyral rushed into the hall, her face pale with alarm. "My lord, what is it? What's happening?" Azoth rose slowly, his hand still pressed to his chest. Grief and fury burned in his eyes like twin suns. "They have her," he said, voice low and dangerous. "They have my wife, and they are breaking her. Even now." He looked up at the fracturing heart of creation, then out across his dying city, through the grand windows. His jaw tightened. "Enough," he whispered. Then louder, his voice carrying through every spire, garden, and street of Elion with divine authority. "Enough." He turned, eyes blazing. "Open the veil, all of it, we go to war."